Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Chris here, and then today we're gonna check on CES. This is a major event, the Consumer Electronics Show. It's going on now. We're gonna be seeing the latest technology that's going to be coming out in the coming months and even years. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go straight into it. Sustainability is the buzzword on everyone's lips. If there's one thing everyone at CES can agree on, it's that sustainability is a priority. Virtually every company talked about how its products would be more sustainable, from Samsung's partnership with Patagonia to reduce microplastics in the water supply to Asus boast that it has used 1,500 tons of recycled plastic in its products since 2017. So we're already going into like this green future. Um, about just sustainability, using less of the environment. We're getting into this green future, and I believe that's where we're also heading into, related into tech. Let's keep going. One of the CTA's key priorities this year was highlighting the social and environmental impact on tech, and companies got the message. Companies often led with sustainability as the first topic out of the gate during their keynote presentations. AMD Lisa Su used her keynote to stress the energy efficiency that comes with her company's more powerful processors. John Deere's new robot planter is designed to reduce fertilizer and chemical use. The list goes on. That's pretty dope. So John Deere is even coming out with a robot planter. I do see I do remember seeing images of that robot planter. So I got to start watching a little bit more videos on the latest technologies coming out at CES. I haven't been doing that, but I've been keeping up with what's been talked about. Climate change. The climate crisis has emerged as one of the most pressing issues of our time. So it's no surprise that it's all over CES. That so many companies are taking this more seriously is another indication that consumers are starting to care. But this represents only the first steps for the tech industry. Sustainability is a key pillar for most consumer electronics organizations. But we're just at the beginning of the journey, said Maribel Lopez, an analyst for Lopez Research. There's a race to own the car experience. So this, I love when they start talking about cars. I'm really interested in this too as well. So CES has increasingly turned into an auto show with car makers like GM and BMW routinely showing off concept cars in a bid to let us know that they're actually tech companies too. But CES 2023 saw a number of traditional consumer electronics players make a bid to define how you will spend your time in a car going forward. Perennial South Korean rivals Samsung and LG each pitched their own smart car platforms. Samsung's system will be called ICX, powered by a platform called Ready Care from its Harman International business. The system uses sensors to measure driver drowsiness and will employ driver-facing infrared cameras to monitor their status. Naturally, the system is expected to work with Samsung's family of products like its Galaxy Watch. LG's cockpit computer likewise focuses on optimizing the driving experience, with Jean Cho, Vice President of Product Strategy and Planning for LG, talking about how the platform will let you check on your stove at home or call roadside assistance. So we're going into this future, right, where cars are going to become computers within themselves. We're going to see more and more technology, right, getting into these cars, and they're going to be very, very smart. I can see these moving computers, I guess you can say, communicating from one another, and that actually was going to make roads safer. I believe AI is going to take a huge role into this, introducing AI, artificial intelligence, into these cars, having the roads communicate with the cars communicate with the other cars. I see that as a way that might actually introduce and usher in a better self-driving experience in society. So, taking a more ambitious approach to cars is Sony. which used its keynote to show off its Afeela electric vehicle. Built in partnership with Honda, Afeela boasts 45 cameras and sensors, both on the exterior and interior of the vehicle, again with the theme of detecting and understanding people. The automakers weren't going to be outdone. BMW used its keynote to show off the iVision D, or digital emotional experience. The car talks like Knight Rider's kit, right? Which was also in attendance, changes color using e-ink and features an AR display that wraps around the windshield. So e-ink, I've seen this before. So e-ink is like it can actually, the color itself is pretty much digital on the car, where it will change the color of itself in real time, right? So let's say you drive out of your crib, right, with a black car, and then you come back and the color is blue or yellow or red or orange or like a fiery orange. It could be any color it want, and it changes it in real time. And then AR just augmented reality, so it actually will display a digital overlay, right? I guess you could say over your windshield, and sort of like where the metaverse is going to. AR and E have virtual reality, VR. So we saw this coming already in vehicles. Uh, let's keep going, and it will also have like a massive moonroof, right? And a jumbo 28-inch touchscreen. Wow, that is crazy. These companies are all scrambling to paint a picture of how your relationship with your car may change, especially with the rise of self-driving cars. They're also looking to wrest some of the control back from Apple and Google, which have become the dominant car platforms with CarPlay and Android Auto, respectively. LG and Samsung in particular are likely hoping to become viable alternatives for the automakers. So I actually believe that I we know Apple is also creating a car too as well. I believe that a lot of tech companies are going to go into the auto industry, and the auto industry pretty much is going to become like a tech industry in itself. Uh, Batteries, self-driving cars, no engines, right? We're going into that future, and I believe that a lot of pretty much in my personal opinion, I believe a lot of companies that weren't tech companies will become tech companies in the end. So let's talk about some TVs, right? They show some cool TVs. We got TVs shed most of their gimmicks, right? So remember just a few years ago when it seemed every TV manufacturer every year was scrapping the bottom of the useless to most people features barrel to try to sell you their latest model. Remember how 3D TVs seemed like a thing for a minute and then just suddenly weren't? Remember LG's roll-up TV that cost $60,000? We remember. So given high-end TVs not too distant history, we were pleasantly surprised that TV manufacturers have seemingly, for now at least, learned their lesson and have shifted their focus to practical real value. So we're yeah, those 3D TVs, I remember that. Didn't last too long. Didn't last too long. All right. So LG probably made the biggest splash at CES with its 97-inch OLED TV, capable of a high 4K resolution picture and a ultra smooth 120 Hz presentation of games and movies. Man, that'd look nice. That's a huge TV using LG's awesome OLED implementation. But the real selling point here is the fact that the TV is entirely wireless. What? Well, except for the power cord. That's right, no more fiddling with a million HDMI cables behind your home theater setup with zip ties and the like, trying to make your setup look nice. So this is pretty crazy, right? So it's getting its picture, its video wirelessly over the air, right? And then it makes you wonder, man, it's in 4K, 120 hertz, 97 inch, and it's all LED. That's pretty crazy because it has to be using a lot of power, a lot of bandwidth if it's using a lot of bandwidth, right, to be able to transfer all of that quality wirelessly to the TV picture itself. That is insane. Samsung also showed up with a 77-inch QD OLED. Never heard of QD. I probably looked it up. OLED is widely considered the best picture technology, and this is the first we've seen Samsung's QD OLED variety implemented at this screen size, which should help Samsung compete with LG TVs and hopefully bring prices down across the board. So that's another thing. OLED TVs are cheaper. Um, they use this organic compound. That's what it's called, organic light emitting diode. This is this organic compound that actually constructs the image on the screen. Um, Lastly, while not a TV, Samsung's 8K projector called the Premier can basically turn any wall into a screen as large as 150 inches. The short throw projector is designed to sit just a few inches from the wall, so even those in small apartments can have access to a high quality projector without needing much room. You know what? I actually thought about a projector too as well for my space, because projectors now are getting pretty good. You can, when you go ahead and cast that image on that wall, my wall is flat color, it's white. Projector will go great. But the projector images have gotten way better over the years. Their bulbs have gotten better, and I believe projectors are a really excellent alternative to if you're trying to get a TV. And you can get more size out of a projector than you can with a TV without spending like an arm and a leg. Home entertainment devices that are practical and directly address the needs of most consumers is a trend we can get behind. Let's hope it's not short-lived. We got foldable phones, right? The foldables beat 5G. So we know that 5G was like, the hot thing, I believe, like 2 years ago, a year ago. Now we getting back into this era where phones are foldable again, right? So CES has never been a strong phone show. You will need to wait until next month's Mobile World Congress for more handset reveals, but Samsung managed to create a little buzz with a foldable concept device that flexes in more than one way, right? So let's see what this device is. It's actually Samsung Display and not Samsung Electronics that drew some early attention by showing off its Flex Hybrid, which folds and slides. But don't expect this to show up at your local carrier store anytime soon, since this is from Samsung's display arm and it's the electronics business that deals with producing and selling actual phones. So like it's pretty much like a concept. They do have a video here, and it is a display. It's pretty much just shows you the rollable, foldable concept of that screen. That's pretty dope. Smart home setup is getting simpler, right? So where homes are going to be becoming smarter. We already have Alexa, Google Assistant, Siri, all of the smart things. This plays into the IoT, the Internet of Things space, where things are going to communicate with other things and produce a smart environment, whether it's on the road, in the home, at the doctor's office, doesn't matter. IoT, Internet of Things, is going to be everywhere. We're already seeing it, but it's the communication aspect, technology communicating with one another, that is going to change a lot of things. So sure enough, we saw plenty of gadgets at CES rushing for the bandwagon, including new Matter-capable smart lights and smart plugs, connected roller blinds, and a new Smart Things hub. Later in the year, when Matter's next release arrives, additional device types like robot vacuums and smart home cameras should come on board too. That said, the most interesting part of the Matter march out might not have been the new devices, but the old ones, specifically the previous gen gadgets from the brands embracing the new standard. Some companies like Eve told CNET that they're going to be able to bring those older devices on board with Matter with a simple software update if they haven't already. In other cases like the GE Lighting or Govee, smart home users would need to buy brand new Matter compliant devices in order to reap Matter's multilingual benefits. So Matter, I guess, is this company that produces smart home products. Um, so yeah, man, this is great. And then we go into like the bathroom, the toilets, right? Get ready to spend more time on the toilet. Let's see what this one is about. Meanwhile, the heart seat from Kasana aims to keep tabs on your heart rate, blood oxygen, and blood pressure while you do your business. All you have to do is sit on the smart toilet seat. So it looks like, based on the article here, for those who are watching the visual experience, we're seeing this toilet, and it pretty much can read everything, and it will just give you that information to your phone. So it probably comes with an app, and your toilet communicates with your network, right? And then your phone will get that information from your toilet. Um, like in previous years, using AI, artificial intelligence again, to monitor your health was omnipresent. While sensors can give us precise information, algorithms that are fed massive data sets can help provide health metrics when sensors aren't available. For example, Neurologics announced plans at the show to use its AI to measure blood pressure, heart rate, and more by analyzing your face from a selfie. Artificial intelligence also makes it possible by Valencia's new fingertip blood pressure sensor to give you accurate readings without the need to calibrate it with a traditional cuff. We've seen blood pressure sensors in watches, but this is the first time we've seen a finger clip version. Following the FDA's approval of the over-the-counter hearing aids last year, we also saw a good deal of hearing tech at the show, including the Jabra Enhance Plus earbuds that double as a hearing aid. Expect this market to explode in 2023 as more brands release OTC hearing aids. From everything we've seen at CES 2023, expect more and more home health monitoring products to hit the market this year. From the traditional wrist-worn trackers and smart rings to sensor-filled toilet seats and bath mats, there's no shortage of ways to keep tabs on your health. So man, this is pretty dope, man. And then we ended off with artificial intelligence. Like I've been saying, like artificial intelligence is, again, it's going to be a tool, right? It's not going to fully replace people in tech. Like we're hearing, oh, ChatGPT, oh, it's going to replace coders. Coders going to use it as a tool. I can see it being used as a tool later on. But AI is going to pretty much be embedded into everything from cars to, you see, toilets, right? To freaking refrigerators and microwaves. Everything is going to be implanted in everything. So yeah, guys, this is what's popping in CES 2023. There's a lot more information. There's many articles that we have here, but for this one, man, this is a nice rundown. It was written today, right? January the 7th, 2023 at 4:26 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, guys, you all have a good one. See you later.